Hello, everyone. This is Tom Vogel, Wrestling's Finest PC Pro Wrestling game. And what you are looking at is Wrestling's Finest version 3. Gary and I are very happy and excited to announce the upcoming release of version 3. This has been 3.5 years in the making, and it has a ton of new features, new enhancements, and one of the biggest ones is the completely redone game screen. This video here is basically just going to address things you're seeing in front of you, and I'm going to just show you a couple other things. So let's get right to it, because again, this is going to be a short one. However, we got a lot of upcoming videos I have planned out to go over all the new features. So first thing you're probably noticing is the match star rating possibly, and that is a new feature to the game. And you can turn this off if it's not something that interests you, but following every match, the match will get a star rating from 0.5 to 5 stars, and it will go in increments of 0.5. You won't have a ton of 5-star matches, and that's by design. We want those to be special and something to, when you have one, you'll be excited. It's actually a fairly complicated formula that is used to give the star rating, and it's probably been out there a couple of years, and John and I did a lot of play testing, scoring our matches by hand, and I also would follow other people's matches, and I would try to score it as much as I could based on the information they gave me. I think a lot of you are really going to like this, and we'll have a lot more on that later. The other thing I want to point out, which you might have noticed here, is tail of the match. For every match now, and this will be, it's like a scoreboard, it will constantly update as your match goes on. There's 6 items for a singles match, and I think there's 8 for tag team, where you have double team attempts and successful double teams. The one I want to talk about briefly is times in control. This, I think, is a very overlooked, important aspect of the game. Little brother Herman, huge on control, and he can talk your ear off on it, but he's actually right that the control is probably the most important thing that can go on in a match. I know some of you are going to say, well, why didn't you put successful holds? Successful holds can be misleading because you have to know how many you had, what the stamina off was, because sometimes the person that has fewer successful holds applied actually had a more successful at them because of the stamina off. So we like to go with times in control, which is a very, very good gauge of the match. The other thing you probably notice in here are recent match results. And what you can do here is if I click this, it will give you the last 5 results of a match. And by clicking it, it will tell you, how many matches, how many wins, losses, and draws. And when you click OK, it will clear that off, and you'll see it for both wrestlers. Now, the summary, let me go to that real quick again. It's just a quick summary of who they wrestled their last 5, what the result was, and that's about it. Did they win, lose, and who the person was. The expanded information can always be obtained under the statistics. This here was just something we wanted to have on the screen. If you just want to say, hey, how's Flair done his last 5 matches I've ran with him, you can just click it, and there it is. Other thing I'm going to talk about here is we have view, and that we have a couple things here I want to talk about. Bio has been changed a little bit. We've simplified it, and we have several letters done, and we're going to keep going after that, trying to get the information in. And then the other one, though, I want to show you right here is blow by blow, kind of a summary of the match, kind of each independent action. It's a lot like the full display, but more concise, and I actually use this quite a bit when I follow in matches to, during our play testing. Then the other one I want to show you here, view, and this I really like. This is something Gary just put into. It's show match information. It shows you each wrestler's information, Let you kind of look at that there. Then it gives you the match type. It's, shows you it's a classic style. I didn't set a time limit for this one. Steve Austin is computer controlled as a face. Flair's computer controlled as a heel. DQ rules, tourney DQ rules are off. The DQ reduction is on for both of them. In future videos, we're going to have a lot to talk about on new default settings, which again, I think gamers will really like and appreciate. Final thing before I let you go, I kind of saved this for last. You're probably wondering, what are all these arenas? I had sent Gary a collage of ones I had used in previous newsletters, and he actually made this into a background. However, if you go under here in your color theme, you'll notice there's all kinds of different backgrounds. Here's kind of a nice one. It's an empty ring. Other one you can have, or he actually put in a couple, 2 or 3 women backgrounds for those when you run your ladies matches. But here, Battle Royal one, you have collage of pictures, and in fact, I'm going to open that real quick. Gordon Sully, Roddy Piper at the podium. You have the classic Jimmy Snuka getting ready to pounce on Bobby Backlund in Madison Square Garden, and then some real classic old wrestling programs. But again, pretty much you can find something for everyone. If you want to go up and look at colors, I had been using this one here for quite a while. But there's pretty much something for every taste. I think it was the blue navy I was using. But virtually every color possible. Some are nice and bright. Some are, you'll see this red, let's see, gradient red here. It's kind of neat, kind of bleeds out a little bit. So again, lots of choices on this one. I'm going to go back to what I had here for this match, and I'm going to go ahead and click accept. So it's you can change them during the match. If you get bored with one, you move on. So I think I'm going to end this video now. Hopefully this has kind of got you a little bit excited seeing this. And trust me, there are so many new features in this game version that I can't wait to do the videos. They're going to be kind of hard to do because there's so many things to remember as they've been kind of added, some quite a while ago, and then some just recent ones. But I'll do my best to cover them all, and if you have any questions, you can always email me at, I'm going to give you my email address here. It's one word, lowercase, Tommy, Tommy, initial V as in Victor, 33 at att.net. So Tommy V 33 at att.net. I'll also be sending out a newsletter to everybody on my distribution list. If you're not on my distribution list, meaning you probably don't have the game, you can always send me an email, and then I will send you a newsletter there at no charge. The one I just finished is a very large one because it deals almost exclusively with version 3 with all the new features, some of the stories behind everything, but it goes quite in depth. You can also go to our Delphi forum. If you just type in Delphi forum Wrestling's Finest, that will take you right to our forum, and you can read all the great wrestling worlds we have going on. And if you want to partake in some of our conversations, please feel free to. We've got some very knowledgeable wrestling fans, and we have I believe, just a fantastic forum. But I think I'll leave you with that now, and thank you for joining me for this. Hopefully I made it under 10 minutes. I'm at 9 now video, and I look forward to being back soon with many more. Thanks again. This is Tommy Vogel from Wrestling's Finest saying so long.